Wild, untouched, unforgiving. Mongolia is a land shaped by wind, distance, and something older. A place where nomads still move with the seasons, where rivers freeze and lakes become roads. Out here, nothing is given. You adapt, or you stop. This is more than a journey. It's an expedition, a way to cross what feels unreachable, to follow traces where there are no roads left. With Nomadic Road, into a world that is raw, powerful, and impossible to fully grasp.
Off of Nomadic Road, let me be the first to welcome you to Mongolia.
William briefs us on the upcoming expedition across Mongolian lands.
Now that whole expedition is going to take us around 11 to 12 days. And each day we have various stops. Tomorrow morning at about 4:45 we'll be downstairs in the lobby. We'll get picked up and we will transfer to the airport and we will fly to Ulgi, which is the most western town in Mongolia.
And it's also the moment we get to discover the teams. Mongolia holds the record for the coldest capital city in the world in terms of average annual temperature. But it is also the land of the eternal blue sky. The adventure ahead promises to be intense.
Bagi.
Bajo. Mogi.
Mogi.
Nomad 1 copy.
Excellent. All right, guys, it's a short drive to the hotel. We're going to follow the other guys.
Or ride or groom and bring to the next to their home.
We didn't know what to expect. Yeah, we've always just enjoyed that, being spontaneous and not afraid of different challenges.
3 vehicles, 3 teams gathered for 11 days across Mongolia, alongside expedition leaders, cultural specialists, field chefs, technical and hospitality team. The first kilometers are about finding a rhythm, learning to move forward together, and understanding the terrain. Then, the encounters begin to shape the story, giving rise to unforgettable moments that define the journey. In the middle of nowhere, our team prepares incredible traditional meals for us. Barbecued meat, homemade sauces, served in a tent set up just for us. A moment of comfort in the wild.
Remember to have your lights on, guys, as well when we're driving. Lights on.
Today is the first real turns of the wheels. We leave the known behind and head into the unknown, across endless dusty steppes, sometimes tracing frozen rivers. The convoy quickly loses its bearings in a maze of tracks. Nomad 1 disappears from sight.
Yeah, Nomad 1, do you see me? I'm over here. How did we lose you, or how did you lose us?
How did we come ahead of the whole convoy? I have no idea.
All roads lead to the same direction, yeah. So
Just kept flying.
yeah, you guys can be down in the valley, and we can be up, but they all go in the same direction. Just head to the peaks.
Mail.
He did it again.
Don't get lost.
We stop for lunch in a place that feels unreal. A frozen lake, vast and silent, framed by reddish mountains. For the first time, we step onto the ice.
Frozen lake.
Back on the road, we meet a shepherd and his son, moving with their herd of cashmere goats across the steppe. A little further on, a traditional archery competition unfolds along our route. And as evening falls, we reach Hagus Lake. Just after sunset, music rises in the cold air, throat singing, echoing across the steppe. Today, the goal is simple: keep heading east, toward Tosan Sengel. The road is mostly paved, but the landscapes keep changing, pulling us further in.
Lost. No. Where's Benki?
Then, a turn off the main road, and everything shifts. We leave it all behind. A land of horses, a remote lake. Nomadic families scattered across the vastness, and a way of life untouched, unchanged, carried through generations like a quiet echo of the past.
We had an experience with a family, a nomadic family that lives in traditional Gur and still practice the way that ancestors practiced animal husbandry from thousands of years ago.
To see them at peace with their land and their animals really was special to me.
So every day was different. So kept the drive a bit more interesting and challenging at the same time.
My tire came loose because we were rally driving. All right, guys, welcome to your accommodation for the evening.
Welcome to nowhere.
Our team wakes with the sun, but this morning, something unexpected awaits. Out of nowhere, a massive Soviet-era 6x6 rolls toward us. relic of another time. A rare opportunity, especially for Wendy, adding yet another vehicle to her long career as a driver. Then we get back on the road. We cross paths with our first yaks. And soon after, the first stretches of snow enough to lift everyone's spirits. A little further on, Maverick manages to find the only patch of snow wide enough to get the vehicle stuck right in the middle of an endless step.
It was all for content. It was all for content, guys.
A perfect lesson on what not to do.
120 kilometers, all right, good.
Now we set our course toward the highlight of the expedition, Hozgol Lake in north-central Mongolia, near the Russian border. But this year, the conditions are different. Temperatures have been unusually high. What should be solid no longer truly is.
So that's the part of the project, cleaning the national park of the Lake Hopskool. And this old tractor is, drawn into the bottom of the lake, 68. And from the depth of the water, 33.4 meters, it's pulled out. So that's the new project actually began, I think it's 6-7 years ago, and it's pretty successful. Pulling out most of the big machines and cars out of the bottom of the lake.
For a reason we can't ignore, nature is unpredictable.
Here we are, driving inland from Lake Kusful, and the reason why we're taking this road is because the big crack formed in the lake, about 7 meters in length, and it's impassable, so we're not able to drive on the lake to our accommodation for the evening. Hence the reason why we're on the inland track, which is extremely bumpy, and we've got this for the next 30 kilometers.
Despite this small setback, we reach our little corner of paradise for the night, unaware of the intense experience that was about to unfold.
The shamanic experience was definitely interesting for me. It was cold and hot and loud and everything together, all the elements and vibrations and sounds. And so, yeah, it makes you feel a little different if you tune into it.
Do you need help with anything?
Good.
Def.
One guy doing the work.
This morning, we head further north, following a track along the eastern edge of the lake. We hope to find a section where the ice is solid enough to drive on, but what was meant to be an easy day quickly takes a very different turn. And this is just the beginning of what's to come.
We're still unsure how this part got hooked into the tire. Somehow. Was in the side of our wall. Trophy.
And that's without counting on Dev, who at the very first stretch of snow had the brilliant idea of stopping in deep snow right off the track.
Put it in park, we pull you, okay? Lift it up.
It's only when he tries to move again that he realizes his mistake, a lesson he won't forget for the rest of the journey.
Straighten your wheel.
Very deep.
So we came off the frozen lake. It appears that it's snowed, and as you can see, it's chaos. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 vehicles down and 2 vehicles free, and everybody's trying to basically get themselves out. So it's really soft snow. Break through, and yeah, that's it.
Y'all stuck out in the open in the snow. Hell yeah, let's go!
I think anytime you travel, you have to have that expectation that things are going to go wrong and you need to just go with whatever happens. Doing something fun and adventurous, things going wrong, getting lost, is part of the adventure. Whatever happens, happens. You just deal with it. And I don't think most people have that mentality.
The mistake we all are making, we are following the same track. Create your own path, humans! Create your own path.
Are you in reverse?
I can be. I am.
The hours pass and fatigue sets in, but under William's guidance and driven by sheer determination, we pull the vehicles out one by one. Under the midday sun, the snow melts before our eyes. And the 2 support vehicles still stuck become increasingly difficult to recover. Until, after 4 hours of effort, we finally make it out. And with that, we hit the road again. We finally spot a section of the lake where we can drive and drift. But a wall of ice blocks our way. No way through. We have to find one. final stretch of our expedition unfolds in long, demanding days. Nearly 500 kilometers to cover, including more than 350 off-road. Nothing too technical. But out here, you can never let your guard down. The adventure always has surprises in store. Snow, once again, slows us down.
I actually learned a lot about driving in the snow, taking instructions from William. It finally clicked in my head how to drive out of deep snow. So getting stuck in the snow was probably my most challenging thing because I don't like to make mistakes. It was a fail.
All right, guys, follow the line, please. Follow the line.
And at times, focus is everything, especially when crossing narrow bridges where there's no room for error. On our way back to Ulaanbaatar, in a sandstorm with almost no visibility, we pass through Karakoram, the ancient capital of Mongolia, a place steeped in history, echoing the legacy of a vast empire. This journey comes to an end as it began, on the move. An expedition rich in driving, shaped by the diversity of terrains, dusty steppes, frozen lakes and rivers, snow-covered tracks, and ever-changing landscapes. But beyond that, it is the human experience that lingers. The encounters, the nomadic families, the deep connection the Mongolian people maintain with their land and their animals, something raw, something powerful, something real. More than a journey, an experience that stays with us.